name is Elizabeth Holland. I'm from Sycamore, Georgia, which is in the 8th Congressional District, and I'm a Clinton delegate for the Democratic National Convention this year. I just graduated from the University of Georgia with degrees in political science and public relations, and in just a few days, actually, I'll be starting the University of Georgia School of Law. I've been involved in politics myself for about 2 years now. I worked in the Georgia House of Representatives for State Representative Spencer Fry as his legislative liaison, and then last year as his director of communications. After the Georgia General Assembly, I went on to Washington, D.C., where I served Congressman Sanford Bishop as his press intern before coming here. My true involvement in Georgia politics, however, though, has been since birth. My dad was a state representative from the time I was born until the time I was 7 years old. This is my first convention. I'm actually one of the youngest Clinton delegates here. Not the youngest, we've got a 17-year-old around. We begin every day with a delegation breakfast. Sometimes we even mix with different states. Yesterday we had the governor of Connecticut, and today we had Congressman John Lewis. So we've got a variety of things, but we woke up, went to breakfast, get those things out of the way. And this morning we began with a speech by Congressman John Lewis about his new comic book about the civil rights movement, and he is just someone that lights up a room. His demeanor and his enthusiasm is infectious, and he ended with a charge for all of us to continue the fight when we see injustice, when we see something that we need to improve, to stand up and to take action, because each one of us can do a small part, and together we can do incredible things. Then we headed to the convention center, which you usually take the subway to get, so there are thousands of delegates heading that way, and we're all together and we're all discussing what's going on around us and meeting people from different states and truly learning about this whole process. Once you get to the convention center, there is a lot of security, which I, for one, cannot express how thankful I am for all of the officers who are serving us and who are serving the guests here and the people who are speaking, because we know without them that it wouldn't be as safe as it is. So once you get through all of that security, you're in the convention center, you're walking around, you're seeing the TV personalities you've seen on your screens, you're seeing the congressmen, the senators. They're there just like you are often, in the same seats that you are, because as a delegate, they're often delegates as well. So you're in the same position as maybe your congressman, maybe your senator. And so that's a very interesting experience to be a part of and share in. But it's been so awe-inspiring. It's that first moment when you walk on the floor is something that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. You walk into this huge arena, there are lights everywhere, and the cameras and all of the networks that you see on TV and the personalities that you see on TV are there, and you're there amongst them. You are the delegate that's been counted on TV for months and months and months. And yesterday, I participated in and was a part of history. Began with the nominating speeches, some on behalf of Senator Sanders, others on behalf of Hillary Clinton, and then we went into the roll call process. So we began at the beginning of the alphabet, and each state cast their votes for whether that is Sanders or Hillary Clinton. And then we got to Georgia, and we're all standing there crowded around the podium. Our chairman is there, John Lewis is there, our various congressmen, state representatives, and state senators, and you're standing there looking at our delegation on the screen, knowing that back home our delegation is on TV, and I think that's when the significance of the moment really set in for me. As a young woman, it's an honor to be here to cast my vote for Hillary Clinton as the first female presidential candidate from a major political party. And one day I'll be able to look back and tell my children and tell future generations about that moment and what it felt like to stand there and truly be a part of history. It's an honor I'll never forget. As we went through the night, we heard from, many celebrities also, which was interesting. A lot of great singers were there, and it was fun to see even some of our party leaders get into that. And of course, we ended the night hearing from President Bill Clinton. We finally ended yesterday going to the Georgia delegation party. That involved a bus ride, which is also a lot of security and a lot of coordinating, getting our delegation from the convention center to downtown, which was at the Hyatt on the 19th floor of a beautiful building where we saw the city line of Philadelphia at night. It was great to be there with our delegation in a space other than an arena or a conference room, and there's a lot of camaraderie here, and it's great to get to know delegates in that setting. I've made some great friends this week, and I know I'll keep them as we continue to work for the Democratic Party of Georgia. And that was our night.